most important benefit when it comes to owning rental property? And that's actually a really good question. But I wouldn't narrow it down to just one benefit. There's actually three that come to my mind. Number one is cash flow, and I'm not talking about $50 or $100 a month. In today's time, I need at least $200 net cash flow, and that means after all expenses paid, there's at least a minimum of $200 per month. Now that cash flow is going to help me build up reserves. Those reserves are going to be used for possible maintenance or a vacancy, so I don't have to dig out of my pocket for it. The property actually pays for that. The second thing that the cash flow is important for is possibly having to use that money for living expenses, or maybe you want to reinvest it and buy more property, so it's going to help build up my savings account. The second benefit that comes to mind is appreciation. Appreciation is very important when it comes to my real estate portfolio, because if I invest in a property that's $100,000, I want that $100,000 property in the next 10 years turn into $200,000 or $300,000 or more. It's kind of like investing money into a stock. If you take $100 grand and invest it into a stock, 10 years from now, do you still want it to be $100 grand? No, you want it to grow, right? So I want my asset to grow as well. So it doesn't make sense to buy properties strictly on cash flow, or buy properties at a certain price point that was the same price as it was 40 or 50 years ago. So it's important that you target your rental properties in markets that are poised to grow through appreciation, as it is the quickest path to wealth. Then the third thing would be tax deductions. I'm going to do my best, because the IRS allows me to accumulate as many tax deductions legally against the real estate that I own. So for an example, you can write off your mortgage interest, you can write off property management fees, any type of repair against the property, even travel back and forth to the property. So tax deductions are very important, especially to the white-collar worker. Many white-collar professionals have a cash machine through their business, for an example, or they make a lot of money like a doctor would. However, they invest their money in real estate because it is the number one investment vehicle that the IRS allows us to take tax deductions. Not just off the write-offs, such as I mentioned earlier on the expenses, but also on the structure itself. So for a house, 1 to 4 units, you get 27 and a half years of write-offs for the depreciation, and on commercial you get 39 years. So when you take all three of these ingredients of cash flow, appreciation, and tax deductions, and you mix them together, that is your ultimate wealth builder. And wealth building is more important to me than just focusing on cash building. So again, cash flow, appreciation, and tax deductions are things that you want to look at when investing in real estate. To learn more